Hi everybody, this is James and
Wile E. Coyote.
Chris, and we're here from Brain Candy Productions, and today we're here to talk to you about It, Chapter 1. I'm just throwing it out there right now, guys. Spoilers, like, straight up. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this. Turn back now, like within the first minute. Go away, shoo, okay.
But spoilers float down here.
We all float down here.
That's awesome. How are we floating? I can't float in real life.
So, we both saw the movie at different times. You saw the movie for opening weekend, and I saw the movie essentially the second weekend. So, my brain is blown to bits because I couldn't process that. That was insanity. That was straight insanity. Like, I
feel this is a good thing.
Oh my god. So, first I want to talk about Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise.
Oh, and popcorn. That's your favorite, isn't Georgie?
I told you that scene was messed up. Dude. Yeah, no,
Oh my god.
I am a huge fan of, like, I read the novel a long time ago when I was like 11 or 12. Probably not something an 11 or 12 year old should read, but
1,153 pages.
So
35, 53? Oh.
I don't remember. Something insane. But I also saw the made-for-TV two-part miniseries. And I loved it. It was great. It was a great movie adaptation of the book. They changed a bit of stuff to make it work for TV because...
No child pornography!
Well, let's face it. I mean, there's not going to be some 13-year-old girl banging a bunch of 13-year-old boys. It's just not going to happen.
No, thank
on
God.
network television. So, Skinamax is totally different. But so it was a good adaptation for TV. It was a good movie, and Tim Curry's amazing as Pennywise. But
if I may, he was the most amazing part of that whole movie, though, because even like their real star power that they had in that movie, like John Ritter and some other folks. No offense to the 1990 movie. No, not comparatively. No.
Well, no. And it wasn't supposed to be. Like,
no, I know that.
It wasn't about them, it was about Pennywise. This movie, however,
flips the script.
I would dare to say it's 50-50, really.
Yeah.
I think it's half about them, half about Pennywise. And Bill Skarsgård, holy crap, man.
I'm hoping in the sequel they go into the Deadlights. I'm hoping they explain how he is an elder god. I like the references with the turtle. I'm so glad they threw those in there because that's the cosmic entity that essentially... Okay, we're not talking about the book right now. We're going to talk about the movie. We're going to talk about the movie right now. And, scenes that made me go, stop it. Because that's like, I never really, there's only one time where I jumped, where I was like, oh, okay, I'm sitting straight up now. Only one. Because the rest of it, I'm like, that's a creepy clown. That's a creepy clown. That's a creepy clown. Oh, Jesus. Christ.
I want to take a guess. I still want to take a guess.
Go for it.
It was the projector, wasn't it?
How did you know?
Because that's the scene that got Tawny. Like, the whole movie...
It's like,
yeah,
oh my God,
no, that was the scene that got her. What got me was him jumping out from behind the little coffin. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting him to come out of the coffin. And then he opens the coffin, there's nothing there, he closes it, and then Pennywise is up on the coffin. I'm like, hey, whoa, hey, you stay right there, man.
Stop that
So I went into that movie looking for things to hate about it. Because I'm a hardcore Tim Curry fan when it comes to Pennywise, right? I couldn't find anything about that movie that wasn't friggin' amazing or that didn't make any sense. The whole thing was perfectly done, in my opinion. I couldn't find anything. I could not.
There were some jump edits, and I understand why they did that. It's from the kid's perspective of Summer when they're 13 years old in 1988, which really scared the crap out of me because I was the same age as Georgie in 1988. That's just like, oh man, that could have been me floating my boat down there. I could be floating too. Like, it just kind of made me like really, holy crap.
My girlfriend Tani, her favorite scene was in the basement where Georgie is standing there just repeating the same line in different...
You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float. Oh my god!
Pennywise's head just slowly comes out of the water and he just comes out. That was her favorite scene. She loved that. Well, and I was very creeped out by that.
The way that he runs, it was like he was gleefully running for the dinner bell. It's like, what are you doing?
But his head doesn't, like, either his head, like, moves really fast, or it doesn't move at all, and the rest of the end is just creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy!
Yeah.
I like that they didn't do a spider. That they weren't fighting a spider. They had, like, he had, like, these weird alien mantis arms at one point that he was trying to skewer one of the kids with.
Poor Mike. Oh my
man.
God.
He got his revenge in the end, though, man, with that kid just bam, right into the well. Right into the well.
God. I want to say something like, all the kids got a little bit of screen time.
Oh, man.
I wish that Mike had a little bit more screen time because I wanted to see more of him. I feel like Bill got the most screen time. I understand why he's the de facto leader of the losers. But
Richie the Troll.
Oh my God,
he was
Richie!
So funny.
Oh my God,
he was insanely funny.
There were a couple of times where, like, there was one scene.
Always with your mom jokes.
Where he burned what's his name? The poor kid with asthma.
Oh yeah. I can never remember his name.
I
can never remember.
Mom, my papa.
That poor kid.
Oh
like, you share a bathroom with your mom, right? Might be crabs.
Oh my God, dude! He just roasts. He roasts people, man. That guy.
Beep.
Beep beep.
Beep beep.
Oh my God, he was so funny. Like, they were all really good characters, all of them. There was not one character that I did not even the really mousy guy. I can never remember his name. The one that at the end
that
is
doesn't
like,
make it to chapter 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even he was relatively interesting. Like, he wasn't a character that was just like, okay, you can move along now.
Yeah, no, they, like I said, they all got screen time. They all had to fight their demons, and
the painting.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude, the painting was so bad.
So, there were like 3 things that made me go, you know, if I were in that situation, I would be out of my
Beep.
And one of them was, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, he's going to pick up that goddamn portrait, and that fuck not going to be there with all of its twisted... It's just, he picks it up and I'm like, God damn it, mother of
that beep.
Like, gone. It's gone. And I'm just like, okay, where did Tilt-A-Whirl Skull go?
Yeah, dude, the whole... I think even creepier than that guy, though, was the leper. The fuck...
Mom, my papa.
His last medication. Yeah. It's just like, oh, dude, just get out of there. Get out of there.
It's time for your pill.
Oh, man. Oh, so bad. But the movie was, oh my God, I can't speak highly enough of it. Like, it was so well done. Now
that we've spent 10 minutes, let's actually talk about development. Let's talk about, what did you want to talk about first?
Well, I like the design of, at first, like, I keep bringing up my girlfriend Tanya, but she's never in the videos.
She doesn't want to be in the videos. She doesn't want to show her face. We're going to, like, keep talking about her. Just... It's
so she, when we first saw like what Pennywise was going to look like before the movie actually came out, she wasn't really too keen on the bulbousness of his head. Like, it seemed like really just outlandish. I kind of agree with it, but I was also kind of like, he's kind of like an alien entity creature thing. Like, he's supposed to be an exaggerated version of what people both love and fear. And, so, but then when we saw it in the movie, we're just like, okay, it makes absolute total sense, like, in the scope of the actual movie itself. So the design of Pennywise was the update was really good. I think you're right, yeah, he's got, like, baby cheeks, just...
Well, I read that... Oh, and my wife is calling, so I'm gonna pause for a second. And we're back, magically, like nothing ever happened. Okay, so I read somewhere that the director, his updated Pennywise, he wanted him to look more childish, to make him more gleeful. And his costume was Victorian era, supposed to be that he had been around for a long time. So, who's the director?
I don't know, actually.
But,
who dash director is...
Mr. Director Man?
You win.
You did done, damn it.
You win. Yeah.
You did.
It's... So that's actually, like... After the movie, me and Tani had a conversation about, like, why would you choose, as a creature that feeds on fear, why would you choose clowns? And then why would you target kids? And it was literally coming to the conclusion that...
I cannot pronounce his last name.
Clowns are both loved and reviled by everybody. But targeting kids, they have the greatest of imaginations. They're the most malleable. They're the easiest to scare, but also the easiest to inspire awe and positive feelings from. So, to make something innocent be terrified of you, I imagine if I was an entity that fed on that like I feed on prime rib, I imagine that would be the prime rib of fear. And so that's essentially kind of what we came to the conclusion of. I think, like I said, the design for Pennywise was just spot on.
Beautiful.
Spot on. I mean, I love Tim Curry. Don't get me wrong. I love Tim Curry's Pennywise, but they're two different Pennywises. Okay, just like Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger, two different Jokers. This is two different Pennywises, two different imaginings of Pennywise. And I think that Pennywise was a really good fit for pushing the boundaries of, network television. But this was more of Pennywise from the book. Because if any of you read the book is just kind of nightmarish.
Kind of?
Look.
No. That's like from the deepest, darkest pits of poor Stephen King's brain. I have no idea, like, what trauma he went through to write that shit. But he went through some serious trauma. Like, he saw some ghosts or shit, and, like, old... That was in the book, by the way.
Yeah, actually, Eddie, actually, the leper that you see in the movie, that's it's time to take your pills, Eddie. That leper was actually in the book trying to offer Eddie a
Mom, my papa.
Yeah,
like that's the thing they changed about that scene.
Yeah, which I mean,
it's a good change. Nobody wants to watch a leper ask a kid for a beach.
But
like, that's not offer a beach.
I do like Richie's take on that. Go home. That was, oh my god. Okay, now let's talk about one other thing, is cinematography. I want to say they aimed for the benches and they hit the posts. That's what I think they did.
They definitely, if we're using a baseball term, baseball analogy.
It doesn't have to be a baseball analogy, it's just my favorite one.
Out of the park. Really, out of the park. Set design, the whole 9 yards. Like, in his sanctum sanctorum, the spiral of crap.
Oh my
with
God.
the kids floating around, the circus stage that it all is, that is the foundation of this spiral of nonsense. In the sewer, it's the whole thing, the set piece, everything was great. I'm actually interested in knowing how much of it was CGI and how much of it was actual man-built set, because even CGI, I couldn't tell that. I mean, aside from the kids floating around up in the air, I couldn't really tell all of the what was what within the set. There were times I could be like, okay, yeah, I could totally tell Pennywise is CGI'd, like the slight glow of the eyes when he's in the dark, slight glow in his skin tone.
Well, that's only After Effects though, so it's only layering CG.
Right. No, it's not in your face. There you go. I'm pretty sure a lot, dude, that guy had to go through like 6 hours of makeup.
5 hours every day to put that skull on and the everything else.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And so honestly, the set piece, everything about the visual effect was fantastic. I was rooting for Ben the whole time.
Who wasn't though?
The fat smart kid who gets made fun of, and like the chick kind of shows some.
Mom, my papa.
I think she backed. Okay, I can't. Oh, I don't want to say she backed the wrong horse, but Ben. Oh, that beautiful little poem that he wrote her. Oh my God.
They really punched up. They punched up the characters a lot. The kids. My fear, because of this, because all the kids were fantastic in the acting department for these roles. Amazing. They did a great job. I'm afraid of the adults that they're going to cast for these roles, and if they're going to live up to the awesomeness that these kids were able to portray. Like,
well, let's get a prediction, actually.
There's a well, what I'm saying is, like, this movie broke the ceiling. I mean, there's so much room down here to fall into.
I know.
I'm really worried about that.
Well, and
that's a fear I have.
As far as we know, there's going to be a chapter 2.
Oh, yeah,
because, I mean, 1,153 pages of a novel, and you cover half of it. You can't leave it open-ended, especially when you have that terrifying laugh at the end of the credits. First off, I want to say that just also the chapter 1, so beautiful that you didn't put that anywhere else in your material, anywhere in the promotional material or any of that. You put that at the very end. Chapter 1. Gee, I wonder where we're gonna go from here. Is there maybe a chapter 2, kind of like how we had a volume 2 of some movies, or an extra that, or a sequel to this? Yeah, no, good idea. One thing that I have to say to the like they're ever gonna hear me. One thing I have to say to the producers: do not, for the love of God, just make it 2-part saga. Don't you make it a trilogy or a saga, or like a don't make it one of those. It's going to be just fine as a sequel. Get really good 40-something-year-old actors that are good in the drama department, good with comedy. Get people like, I'm throwing names out. Just throwing names out. Do not lynch mob me. Get people like Jack Black. I'm not saying get Jack Black, but people with range. Get people with range. These kids had range. They did.
That's, like I said, that was one of my fears coming out of this movie, going, oh my god, there was nothing they could have done to make it better. Wait a minute, what the second one? Because, yeah, like, I can't think off of the top of my head of a whole lot of awesome actors that are adults that could do those parts any justice the way those kids did. Like, I feel...
So let's talk. So
it's hard.
Let's first look at Bill. So the de facto leader, very brave, spoken. Who do we see? Who would be a good casting choice for him?
You first.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time.
So I think a good casting choice for him would be, and I'm going like way out there, by the way. I'm thinking Jim Carrey. Now, hear me out. The reason why I say Jim Carrey is the attitude, the range, and the look. If we look at Jim Carrey, like, I can see Jim Carrey being cast for the part of Bill. Now, I understand Bill is supposed to be like a bald author in like his 40s. It's like the last thing I want to hear right now. Oh my.
Mom, my papa.
But that's who I would think first would be Jim. What about you? Who do you think?
Well, let's see. Let's look at this. I'm probably going to catch a lot of hell for this selection, but I would say Ryan Gosling.
Okay, I like that, actually.
I would say Ryan Gosling. I've seen quite a few, like, as a kind of a fan of young Hercules, and he kind of portrayed like a really brave character as young Hercules, obviously. But his acting got better as he got older, obviously.
Right.
But the last movie I saw him in was The Nice Guys, him and Russell Crowe, and I really enjoyed his character. That's a mix of like he's an alcoholic dad whose daughter basically takes care of him, and he's a former cop turned PI. He's genuinely a good guy. He just kind of so his daughter has to balance him out a bit. But I think he has the acting range to play Bill. That's kind of my. Also, who the hell was that guy? The cop guy from Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, which cop? Are you? You're not talking Gary Oldman.
No.
Which?
Damn it. The young guy. I can never remember his name.
I don't know. Dark Knight Rises. Anthony Gordon Levitt.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Anthony
Gordon Levitt.
I think so. I could see him as
a Bill. Okay.
I could see him as Bill also.
Now we're not going to do this for all of them, but we are going to pick the next. Because we don't need to talk about Stanley. Stanley's going to have a very brief cameo. Let's talk about Beverly.
Well, God, welcome to Stanley's house. Thank you for visiting Stanley's house. Beverly. That is a good question. You know who I would like to see as Beverly? I would like to see the redheaded chick from That 70s Show as Beverly.
Oh, the one that's in
Orange is the New Black.
What's her name?
It's a good question. Let's find out.
Go.
Okay. Without your boat?
Without your boat, Bill's gonna kill you.
Oh my god. So good. That scene is what hooked me like immediately to the idea of him being the design of Pennywise and the actor portraying him. I couldn't Where is the cast? Do. That's Rez, Crazy Eyes. Let's see. Where is it?
She does like very small.
No.
No, that's not her. Why don't you type in that 70s show? There's a smaller cast.
Yeah, I probably should have done that instead. That 70s show?
Oh, hey, there it is. It was there. What happened?
Well, it was, and then it's not.
Oh, because you put that's.
Oh, well.
Hey, look, there it is. Laura, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Donna.
There
Laura
Prepon.
Laura Prepon. I could see her playing, I could see her definitely playing, Beverly.
I was thinking something slightly, well, I don't know. Anyway, like, because that's a really interesting age range, to get someone theatrical like that age, like 40. Nicole Kidman might be too tall. You need someone that can play like battered woman, because she's battered. She's battered toward the end.
Oh, she was battered from the beginning.
Yeah.
Dad was rapey as hell.
Don't they know that you're my little girl?
Oh man,
Actually,
Tawny told me, she's like, man, I was thinking about getting up and walking out of there. Like, I felt like I could not be there because he was just that creepy.
the
rape vibe is real in here.
My heart rate raised something fierce because I kept thinking of like, well, if someone were to do that to my daughter, I would probably start by jumping on their back and hopefully breaking their spine and kind of going from there in a very violent guerrilla style manner.
I was thinking Big Stranger Rodeo, but that's something completely different.
You, sir, have balls of steel.
But yeah, Richie. Oh man.
Okay.
Who could we get for Richie?
Well,
good.
And Richie is one of those people like,
because he grows up to be a comedian.
He grows up to be, yeah.
He has like a comedy show or
like
something.
a shock jock. He's a shock jock.
Yeah.
Which with his mouth is rubbed off onto me in places.
Gross,
yeah, there you go.
Wait, you didn't play Beverly's dad. What is wrong with you? That's gross.
Richie's dad, or Richie older. Why not someone like someone in that age range, but not too old? Because I think Jeff Daniels would be a great older Richie, but he's too old.
Mm-hmm.
So in that realm,
keep in mind these people are like 40 because it's 27 years later.
I know. That's why I'm kind of like.
And I think they were like 13 at the time.
Yeah, because
Jeff
Daniels is like 50s, 60s ish.
It's kind of rough actually trying to find
someone that's like really like quip.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I can't think of any comedians off the top of my head at the moment that could potentially pull that off. I mean, we could get Amy Schumer in a dude suit. No,
because then the very idea of Amy Schumer would be stolen by Richie.
That's probably true.
Amy, I'm pointing you out for stealing jokes. I'm terrible.
I don't even know if she did or not. I can't even...
No, there's side-by-side comparisons with bits, and you're like, you...
I also have this thing where I'm like, yeah, no two people can't have the same idea. Like,
but
separate.
I mean, there's like a couple of skit bits that she did that she stole like blatantly. and it's kind of like, whoa.
Honestly, I like.
Doesn't make her less funny.
It wasn't even until recently that I even heard about it. I didn't. That tells you how long it's been since I've actually watched anything of hers. So I don't really care. Who could play? I don't want to say Jack Black because that's terrible.
No.
I like Jack Black. He's pretty cool, but no.
I was just comparing ranges, dude.
I know.
Comparing ranges.
It popped into my head. I'm like, well, no.
Let's how about Gwyneth Paltrow?
In a dude suit, right?
Oh god.
Just any comedian and chick in a dude suit. Sarah Silverman in a dude suit, everybody.
Actually,
no, shut the hell up. She's barely funny in real life. This is how you kill a comedy vampire. One burn.
One unwanted burn.
You know what? I have a really. You know what? We're gonna Google. We're gonna do something hilarious right quick. We're gonna Google 40-year-old comedians. What are we gonna get? 40-year-old comedians. Okay, we got
Kevin Hart. There we go.
No, Kevin Hart as Mike doesn't work. He's too short. He's
too short. You're right.
Steve Carell as Richie? Probably not.
No.
Definitely not Seth Rogen.
No.
Jane Lynch is definitely older than 40.
But she would work.
In a dude suit.
She would work.
This is... Okay, let's see. Sal Volcano.
There we go. John Oliver.
That's Richie. Nick Swartzen. I don't think so. No. Dan Roger. Well,
maybe actually.
Yeah, actually, I could see that.
Yeah,
I could, but he'd have to really, really kick up the acting like a lot. He'd have to not be crappy at acting.
Yeah, but it's all about quippy. He's quippy.
You actually know. You know what? I think that would actually work after watching Dan Fogler, after watching Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah.
He was actually really good. Surprisingly good.
What about, let's see. I can't, you know what? Hollywood's got this problem.
My vote is Dan Fogler.
There we go.
I'm gonna go with Dan Fogler.
My vote is still Kevin Hart. So Hollywood, if we can make that happen,
please,
put him in stilts. It's okay. He's gonna climb up the stairs and beat my
comedy special. He can't fight. So Dan Fogler is my choice.
Oh man! All right.
Jim Jeffries. That's another good one. Not really.
No. Okay. What about Ben? Ben is successful. He is a.
Oh, Ben is Ben's
he's an architect.
Yeah, he's an architect.
Who, and honestly, who I would see really good, and it's never gonna happen. But I'm just saying, who would be good for Ben because he's supposed to be quiet and reclusive, and yet I know I'm taking this a really weird direction. Just hear me out. Robert Downey Jr. I think he can pull that off.
As long as they take away the whole Tony Starkism crap from him,
then use Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. Use Leonardo DiCaprio as Ben, because he would make a great Ben. He can pull off. He's got that range. Again, it's all about that range.
I wonder if you could also use Johnny Depp.
Not for Ben.
Secret Window.
For Eddie, Johnny Depp would work.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I take it back. Johnny Depp as Eddie would probably be really good, and then
And then who's gonna make the cameo for Stanley?
Oh God.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible.
Amy Schumer in a duty suit. Does it matter?
Yes.
He's gonna die.
No, because he can make that. He can make that really good.
Yeah.
That cameo. He can make that cameo really good.
Sean Bean. What? Too soon?
Because he dies in every.
He dies in
movie.
almost like there's like 10 movies I can think of that he's like he doesn't die in.
Oh man, like 10.
Just
and
10.
Like Pixels. You don't count that. That's not a movie. That's not a movie. Adam Sandler. That's not a movie. Stop it.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. You're sitting in a 2-bed and mansion. He doesn't give a
Right.
Yeah, I think Depp is Eddie. And yeah, no, that works.
All right, guys. This has been James and Chris from Brain Candy Productions. We'll see you in the next video.
Go watch the movie. Seriously, it's amazing.
Please. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a like. It really does help us out. Thank you so much. And here's some other great videos